So I was cleaning up my shop today and I was going through some things, and I have this micro adjuster I built, the saddle that works fantastic. You know, it's the cheaper version of the one I made with my mag switches. And then also I have an extra piece that attaches to the fence. So I want to give that to my son, but I was getting ready to throw this away when I thought, well, maybe there's a way I can save it. This is the one that, as I tightened the thumb screw, it kind of rode up on the rail. So I thought maybe I could put a spacer in here, you know, about 1/4 inch wide, but this is too wide, too thick, I guess I should say. So what I'm going to do is I've got this adjusted up to the height, just above the height of this T-nut that's embedded in the side here, so that I can then use that kerf edge, rip this down to about 1/4 inch and piece that in there and see if it works. If it doesn't, I'm no worse off. I was just going to knock these T-nuts out and put them back into circulation basically. But if it does work, I got a cheap fix to a saddle here, and then I can make another one of these and have another set basically to give to someone. So let me get my eyes and ears on here, and we'll get this thing cut. No, I went a little bit too deep, so I'm going to have to get a thicker piece. I ran this through my thickness planer. You can see that she bit off a pretty big chunk there on the last pass. So I took it down to basically the thinnest dimension I could, 1/8 inch, without making a special jig. But that's going to work, I think, just fine. It stands a little bit proud of this surface, so I'm going to cut it to 1/4 inch thick, and then make it long, cut it flush, glue it on there, and I'll show you the results when I get done here. Okay, made my piece here. Don't know if you can see this or not, but ran it through, cut it to length, or cut it long I should say, and then ran it through my bandsaw, got it roughed out, hand planed it to thickness or to width, and then just put a slight chamfer on both these edges, and we'll see how it's going to work out here. Don't need a lot of glue here. Okay, so what I'm going to do to clamp that is I'm just going to put it on the rail, use my thumb screw, and have that pressure hold it tight for maybe 15 minutes or so is all it's going to need. Cut it flush, and then I'll show you how she's going to work. Well, you can see how little that sticks out proud of the surface there. Maybe only 1/32 of an inch, but that's all you need. I mean, the glue's not even dry. I trimmed it flush, but it works perfectly, and I'll show you that here in just a second. There she is, it moves nice and free, and then when I go to tighten it, it does not jack up like it did before. You see that top stays nice and parallel, and it locks good and solid. So instead of throwing it away, I was able to salvage it with a little kerf cut and placing that center line piece in line with this thumb screw. So it works perfectly. So I'm going to make another saddle that fits on the fence itself. So another one of these, and then I'll have another set.